a new. Oh, I'm in the cruise ship. I'm tired of this in the kitchen. But how else am I gonna get it? 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 I'm getting kinda tired of all this in the kitchen. How else am I gonna get it? 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 Whip. Everybody's bathing in holy water. Ain't enough gone around. Raise their cups, wear their crowns. You're sitting on a gold-stained altar. Feel the jungle you sound.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would like to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now the Bears' 5th round pick. This is Julian Howard. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Oh, and no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. And that place. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 out. What changes here, if anything? I think
Just making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Three yards remaining here on 2nd down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now back to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield.
for a deeper route and then breaks it off. Usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. Give him 11 on the game there, and it'll be a Chicago first down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense. The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 7 yards. The pick up on the pitch and catch. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big time play by the defense. Offense staying ahead of the chains here. 2nd and 3. Back to throw again. And quick throw here. That's complete. 8 yards on the pick up there, and it moves the sticks. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback. Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Back to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. What's our 5 defense is when they see slant routes thrown? The receiver's on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to it and stopping it for a minimal gain.
So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. 0-0 our score. EA Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
The passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football, because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
It's caught. Eddie Royal. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
Welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. They'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Eddie Royal is intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Whitney Merciless. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
The hookup good to Marquise Wilson. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here. Jeez. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. The guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That one goes for 34 yards. And it'll be first down Bears. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This caught by Royal. And down inside the 15 he goes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there in both of these defenses. They've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
His pass caught at the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. They're going to look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith